Hey, our top story today, Tesla shareholders reapproving Elon Musk's multi-billion-dollar compensation package, which was struck down by a Delaware judge earlier this year. Now, there's a lot of chatter across Wall Street about what ripple effects this has for the company, shareholders, and the value of the stock, of course. Taking a look at Tesla shares 90 minutes into the trading day, we're seeing a reversal of some of those earlier gains. Here with more reaction, we've got Dave Harden, Summit Global Chief Investment Officer. Dave, let me just get your reaction to what we saw in the voter and the shareholder vote yesterday.
Well, I think that there's a couple things. One, it does align Musk's interests with the company. Let's face it, he's very incentivized now. It encourages him to drive Tesla's growth, and it helps to retain him. He's not going anywhere. And it's a big vote of confidence. That's the pros. The negatives here is very easy to see. This is excessive. This is a very large compensation package. It's significant dilution possibilities for shareholders. And it causes one to want to do things that are risky. Now, that's nothing new for Elon Musk, right? So we know his personality, but it also creates the possibility for income inequality throughout the company. If someone right above you is making 56 billion and you're making 56,000, there's this large disparity. So what does it do to the workers as well? They just laid off a lot of workers. So these are kind of the issues at stake right now.
And so, Dave, it was perhaps a little bit of a tease for that SOT here. We do have it now. We've had a couple guests on Tesla today, and we've seen a couple different perspectives and opinions about where the company's headed. Let's take a listen, and then I'll get your reaction.
Betting against Musk, it's been the wrong move. And I think this has clearly been a turbulent period. But I could see that Cinderella story starting again as we go into 2025.
Tesla is the biggest stock market bubble in world history. My price target is $15.
So Dave, what say you? Where do you fall on this debate?
Well, I don't know if it's going to $15, and I don't know if it's going to the moon per se, but I wouldn't buy Tesla at this time. Elon Musk is an outspoken leader, and I think that there's going to be much more chatter and much more opportunity to get in when you can see clearly that the growth is going to happen. So the major growth is behind us. We know that. That's very clear. But I think you're going to hear more about that in the future. So the other thing I would say is that this is, 1.6 beta stock. This is an 80 plus PE. I know that's not the story here, but there's a lot of unpredictability with Elon Musk. So if you're a managed risk investor, I would probably hold off on this investment. If you're a growth investor, I would also probably hold on. So my thing right now, I would recommend to hold on Tesla and wait. If you're in the shares, I'd probably sell.
Interesting. Okay, so Dave, this comes back to the importance of Elon Musk. And Dan Ives was telling us earlier that Tesla is Elon Musk is Tesla. And there's always going to be the overhang, the thought for investors about how much time he's committing to Tesla versus his other entities. Does this solidify for investors that they're going to get even more of his attention because it's always going to be divided. It's never going to be undivided.
Well, he absolutely. It gives him more attention than he's had before. That is for sure. But he is a serial entrepreneur. He's a producer. He's a doer, right? So I don't think this is going to stop him from wanting to make things happen in other areas of his life and in other companies. That's for sure. But I do think that this does align his interests. And so for those that are worried about Elon, worried about keeping him with the company and worried about his focus, I can see why they approve this to keep him there because it definitely does that.
And so optimists, a lot of people are trying to also figure out, does robots change the investment thesis on this company?
There's a lot of opportunity here for sure, but no, I don't think that does that at this time. I think that it's more of a wait and see. Let's see what he does. He's done a lot of entrepreneurial things and brought this company to be where it's at today. But what can he do with it from here on out? That's the question.
Even as we look here on out, what kind of company do you believe this is, Dave? Is it an automotive company? Is it a technology company? Is it a energy company?
Well, with this new package, it's not going to be just an automotive company. There's not enough room for growth in just automotive alone. He has to turn to AI. He has to turn to other areas to get the growth that he wants. We know the vehicle sales where they're at. They're not going to move that much for his taste. So this has to be more than an automotive company if you're investing for growth. If you're investing for automotive, then then you're probably in the right space. Slow growth ahead.
And you mentioned whether or not investors should be investing in Tesla at this juncture, and you said no. So where else are the opportunities you would be looking at?
Well, there's a lot of other opportunities. For example, if you're really looking to invest in Tesla, you're looking for growth. And I don't think you've missed out on some of these AI momentums that are happening right now. And let's just take a look at Microsoft. Microsoft has high quality earnings. Microsoft has AI opportunities that it's just beginning now to unleash. And I think the next phase of AI is in the software and unlocking the value of AI within. Wouldn't it be nice if AI was right in Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Outlook, Microsoft, et cetera? The software opportunity for AI is just beginning. And so I think there's other opportunities for growth that are much more prevalent and at hand, where Tesla, I think, is in the future if Musk can do it.
All right, Dave Harden, Summit Global Chief Investment Officer. Thanks so much for taking the time here with us today. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.